Hey guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, I want to show you how to choose an eyeshadow palette that is right for you. There are so many palettes in the market and deciding on what to get can be really exhausting. So I'm going to take you through a step-by-step process on how you can figure out what is the right eyeshadow palette that you should purchase. I'm Rashi Hamali, a massive makeup enthusiast, bringing you tips and tricks and product recommendations to enhance your natural beauty. Now, do you buy palettes, use them once and then never go back again? I know I have. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make the right decision when you're picking out an eyeshadow palette and really stopping the process of palette hoarding. So when you're in the store, let's say you walk into Sephora and you're wanting to buy an eyeshadow palette. If you walk in there without preparations, there are three possible outcomes. Number one, you would have spent a whole hour trying to decide what to get. You'd be swatching left, right, and center every single eyeshadow palette in Sephora, trying to decide which one I should get. And then you're gonna have some decision fatigue because there'll be so many options, so many beautiful palettes, you will not be able to decide. So what end up happening is after that 1 hour, you'll end up walking out of Sephora with nothing, feeling completely overwhelmed. Or number two, you will end up picking something that is totally wrong for you. Either because you picked up something that you've seen a lot of on YouTube, so something that's particularly on trend, but you might only use this once and never use it again. Or you might pick up something that a sales assistant recommended for you, but may not be the right palette for you. Or number three, you do walk out with the right palette, but totally by luck. So how do we make this process simple? First of all, establish your needs. You need to figure out why you need an eyeshadow palette. Scratch need. Why do you want an eyeshadow palette? Because none of us need a palette, we just want one. So I want you to look in your drawers and see, are you missing anything? Is there certain types of looks that you're missing? So let's say you may have a lot of matte palettes, but you may not have a lot of glittery shades, and perhaps that's something that you're looking for. So really figure out what is it that you're missing in your collection. Then when you're on the Sephora website or the Mecca Cosmetica website and you're looking at all the different palettes that you're thinking of buying, what I want you to do is actually look at the swatches online first. So all of this comes in before even walking into the store. You're looking at the swatches online to try and figure out and do a tally of how many shades in the palette you already have, you will use, and you won't use. And that will tell you whether that palette is going to be worth it for you and whether you should buy it. So let's take an example. I'm gonna pick something really easy. Let's have a look at Huda Beauty's Mint palette that has been trending now for a few weeks. Okay, so you might be thinking, okay, should I buy the brand new Mint palette? Now it is trending, yes. However, what we want to do is actually have a look at the shades and see how many of these shades will you actually use. So let's take a look at the swatches. So this is for me. So for me personally, will I use these shades? Now I'm going to take a look at these swatches for that middle hand there. Maybe is the first one. No, yes, 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 no, no, no. So I've got 1 maybe, 4 no's, and 4 yeses. Is this palette worth it for me? No, definitely not. However, if I'm someone who's looking for a teal palette, if I have a look at my collection and I see, whoa, I have nothing like this in my collection, then I will go through the same process and say, will I be using these colors? Now, if most of these shades you say yes to, pick it up. That's the palette for you to pick. For me, nah, not really. A lot of those pale pastel shades will just wash me out with brown with yellow undertones, so that will wash me out. So I know I'm not going to be picking that one up. So that was a really easy one. So if you're looking for something like that and you know you will get use out of it, go for it. Otherwise, let's take a look at the next palette. This is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And the first time I saw this palette in both online and in store, wow, it just looks stunning, especially in the store and you see it and you're like, oh, wow, I really need this palette. I first saw it and I was this close of purchasing this palette, but I thought, wait a minute, I'm just gonna go back home and actually look at this palette to see if I need it, and then we'll go from there. So what I did was this. How many shades are in there that I will use opposed to I won't use? Yes, yes, yes. So looking at these shades, the shades that I know I definitely won't use are these ones. 5 shades that I know I won't use from this palette. They're just not my style. I really don't do pale pink eyeshadows. I don't do pale eyeshadows. I don't do pink eyeshadows. most of the time. 10 eyeshadows I know that I'll be able to use in there, and one is a maybe. So this is so far is looking like a good palette for me to purchase. There's only 5 shades that I won't be able to use, and I might still be able to make them work. Now, after you've looked at that, how many shades do you already have? So looking at this, 7 shades I already have. So there's 5 shades I won't use, 7 shades I already have, and then we're just kind of left with a few shades that are somewhat unique and that I don't have in my collection. So looking at the remaining shades that I do have, are there any textures in this palette that I don't have? What it has is your standard mattes and your standard metallics. The texture in this palette are not really that different to what I own at the moment. Again, that's a no. So no, this palette is really not going to be worth it for me. And this is it, guys. This is how you choose the right palette for you. These are the questions you want to ask yourself. So what am I looking for? What am I missing in my collection? Number 2, how many shades you know you won't be able to use because it may not be your style. Number 3, how many shades you will use and you will definitely get use out of. Number 4, out of the shades that you will use, how many do you own currently? And lastly, out of the shades that you will use and already have, are there any different textures? Depending on those answers, you will know if the palette is something that's worth it for you to purchase. Hey guys, I really hope you enjoyed this quick video on how to choose the right palette for you. Comment down below which are some of the palettes that you've purchased and haven't used in a while. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification so you know when my videos come up. See ya!